Namaste, my name is Miryam. Today we're going to practice Vinyasa 2. We're going to do some twisting poses and backward bends. The class, we're going to do two sequences, and I suggest you before the class do 5 rounds of sun salutation A and 3 rounds of sun salutation B. Then start the practice. For those of you who are new into Vinyasa practice, I will suggest an option number 1 so all we can practice together. Good. Let's start at the top of the mat. After your rounds of sun salutation A and B, start at the top of your mat with your feet apart and take a couple of breaths. Shoulders up, back, and down away from your ears and allows you to close your eyes. So after sun salutations, take a couple of breaths, calm your heartbeat, and take a moment for observing your breath after your sun salutations. And take a moment for observing your mind. Vinyasa means move with the breath. Some poses we're going to hold a little longer. And then in between poses, in any moment you feel you need to stop, child pose is your resting position. Good. Feet together. Let's start with first sequence from Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, chair pose. As you exhale, twist to the right side. Now keep your hands closer to each other. Bring your left heel towards your buttocks. Spread your arms, 3 breaths only. Right fingertips on the floor. Open to half moon position, option 1, or Chopasana, option number 2. If your gaze is pointing down, the pose is a little bit easier. Make sure you are on your fingertips. Your root is your foot, not your hand. 2 more breaths. Exhale, warrior 2. Take a moment for adjusting your warrior 2 position. Make the stance a little longer. From a warrior 2, half bind warrior 2, or full bind side angle. 5 breaths, either look up to the shoulder or look down. Exhale, release, half bind or full bind, hands on the floor. You're going to bring your right foot towards your left hand, bend your left knee and sit down. Adjust your legs for a side bend, right hand to your left foot, left arm up over your head. Open up your heart towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Exhale, release. Keep your foot towards the left side. Inhale, fall in triangle. 2 more breaths. Bring your hand on the floor, 3-leg dog as you exhale. 1 breath. Pigeon position on your right leg. Right knee to your right hand, right foot to your left hand. Take a couple of breaths for adjusting. Good. Flex your foot. Either walk your fingertips to the left side or bring your right elbow towards your opposite foot. For those of you a little more flexible, you're going to bring your shoulder on the floor. 3 more breaths. Exhale, back to center. Bring your right heel closer to your groin. Left leg, left heel towards your butt cheek a couple of times, back and forth. Either keep your heel towards your buttocks, take mermaid position, your choice. 3 breaths. Exhale, release. 3-leg dog, 1 breath. Bring your right knee to the nose. Circle your knee, open up your hip. Take your scorpion to a wild thing position. Sit down. Separate your feet for a tabletop. Take one big breath. Inhale. Exhale up. Exhale, release. Three-leg dog. One breath. Look forward. Three-leg vinyasa or chest chin with your right leg up. Inhale, tuck your toes under, cobra, with your knees off the floor. Back to a chest and chin. Push back to a downward facing dog. If you need to drop your knees, it's okay. While you're doing your push back from cobra position. Look forward. Either take a step or hop in between your hands. Lengthen. Forward fold. Exhale. Come up to standing. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Inhale. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Left side. Hands to your heart. Twist. Left heel towards your buttocks like flamingo and spread your arms. Left fingertips on the floor. Transition to a half moon or chopasana. Strong standing leg, light on your left arm. Transition to a warrior number 2. Make the stance longer on your warrior 2. Half bind side angle or full bind side angle. Drop your hips and make sure your front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Hands on the floor. Bring your left foot towards your right hand. Sit down and adjust your legs. Separate your legs for a side bend. This side, right arm up over your head. Turn your chest up towards the ceiling. You don't need to go for your foot to catch your foot, whatever is comfortable for you. Exhale, release. Just for falling triangle. Two more breaths. Exhale, hands on the floor. We're gonna go to a pigeon position on your left side. Take a couple of breaths. 2, 1. Good. Either your fingertips or elbow against your knee. Hands in prayer, twist. Exhale, release your hands and bring your left heel closer to your groin. Either stretch your quadricep or take a mermaid position. Squeeze your inner thighs, bring your pelvic floor up. Exhale, release, hands on the floor. Three-leg dog as you exhale. Bring your knee to your nose. Circle your knee, open your hip. Wild thing. And transition to a tabletop. This set, your fingers pointing backwards. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, release. Three-leg dog. One breath, left leg up. Take any vinyasa you feel comfortable with, or with me, with your leg up, chest and chin. Tuck your toes. Inhale to a cobra. Exhale, chest, chin. Push back to a downward facing. Take one big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. In between flows, place your knees on the floor. melting heart position. Grab the edges of the mat, either forehead on the ground or chest chin. If your chest can easily touch the floor, tuck your toes under and bring your knees off the floor. 2 more breaths. Knees down, walk your hands back first, either child pose or downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. Good. Look forward, either take a step or hop in between your hands. Lengthen, forward fold, exhale. Come up to standing, breathe in. Hands to your heart, exhale. Good. Separate your legs, Prasarita Padottanasana. Toes pointing each other or parallel to the mat. Let's stretch your shoulders before continuing with the following flow. Interlace your fingers behind your back and try to send the crown of the head on the floor. Back and forth a couple of breaths, your arms, and then find the stillness. If your head is touching the ground, tuck your chin in, bring your head through in between your legs more. Inhale, release your hands first. Come up halfway, toes pointing the corner of your mat, hands on your knees, 1 breath. 1 more. Okay. With your right arm, half bind. Either keep your hand on your knee or twist. Exhale, center, other side. Inhale, center, forward fold. Walk your hands to your right foot. Inhale, downward facing dog. Look forward. Keep your knees off the floor. Chest and chin with your knees off. Inhale, cobra. Tucking your toes under. Chest, chin. Push back, down dog. 1 breath, inhale. 1 breath, exhale. Look forward. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. Forward fold, exhale. Come up to standing, breathe in. Hands to your heart, exhale. Good. We're gonna turn facing the left side. Separate your feet, hip distance, and bring your left foot on top of your right leg. Figure 4. So the same thing we do in pigeon position from a standing position. Take 1 big breath, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips, either fingertips on the floor or bring your right arm around your left ankle and then your opposite arm over. Take a bind, flex your left foot more and come up to a standing. Flex your foot, 2, 1. Back to the same position. Inhale up to standing, 1 breath. Hands to your heart, exhale. Good. Shake your legs, right and left. Good. We do the left side. Separate your feet hip distance. Bring the body weight to the left side, right ankle. Inhale, lengthen, forward fold. Either stay with your fingertips on the floor or walk your fingertips to the foot. If you're gonna bind, left arm around your right foot, right arm over, flex your foot, and come up to standing. Flex your foot more, 2, 1. Down slowly, foot on the floor, forward fold. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, plank position. Downward facing dog, plank, down dog, and one last plank, down dog, stay in down dog. Look forward, keep your knees off, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing with your knees off, chest, chin. Push back, down dog. It's not that easy to push back to down dog. Look forward, take a step or hop in between your hands, lengthen. Forward fold, exhale. Come up to standing, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Good. We're going to do an arm balance. We're going to do grasshopper. So for those of you not ready there, take the previous pose that we just did before. Okay, so just a stretch, okay, with your fingers on the floor. Start on the left side, so body weight to the right side, left foot on top of your knee, figure 4. Either fingertips on the floor if you're not doing the arm balance. Those of you in an arm balance, take a deep squat and make sure your foot is as high as you can towards your armpits and your fingers are pointing forward. Inhale, chaturanga arms. Little by little, maybe just foot still on the floor, off, maybe swing your leg back, and then after a couple of breaths, jump back. Chaturanga, cobra, exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up, one breath. Right foot in between your hands. Good. Place your opposite knee on the floor, left knee down. Stretch and rebend your front leg a couple of breaths. 3, 2, one more, and 1. Good. Low lunge position, inhale one breath. Hands to your heart, twist. Either twist, take a couple of breaths here, or bend your left and catch your left foot with your right hand. Inhale, opposite arm up and over. Slowly release. Keep your hands in prayer. For those of you who are binding, take your bind. Keep your knee on the floor or pick up your knee off the floor. And then little by little, stretch your front leg. Either look down, look up. Two more breaths. Exhale, release. Low lunge position. Inhale, arms up above your head. Good. Right forearm on your right knee. And again, like we did before in a pigeon position, stretch your quadriceps. Good. With your opposite hand, you're going to catch your foot, careful with your knee, and you're going to bring your foot towards your armpit. Opposite arm up and over. Good. Slowly release. Stretch your front leg. Either half a split or take a full split, your choice. Just 5 breaths. 2 more breaths. Good. Soften your knee. Take your 3-leg dog. You can practice the same transition we did before, tabletop or wild thing to a wheel pose. back and forth. Come back to a three-leg dog. Good. This set, continue with the same flow, chest and chin, or those of you comfortable with a chin stand, practice use chin stand. Chest and chin, up to chin stand or not. Cobra, chest, chin, push back. Before the left side, let's take a couple of breaths in child pose with your hands facing up the ceiling. Open and close your fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Downward facing dog. One breath. Inhale. Oh, I'm sweating. Exhale. Look forward. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Lengthen. Forward fold. Exhale. Come up to standing. Breathe in. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Good. We're going to do the left side. Okay. This set, you're going to bring your right foot on top of your left knee. Either weight in a half chair position or fingertips on the floor. Those of you are practicing arm balance, your hands are still pointing forward. Bring your foot as high as you can. Chaturanga arms. Either stay there, maybe bring your leg up a little, maybe not, maybe yes. Whoops. Chaturanga, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in down dog. 3, 2, and 1. Left foot forward in between your hands. Take a low lunge position. Arms up, inhale, 1 breath. Hands to your heart. Exhale, twist. Here, keep your hands in prayer. And if you did it before, make the stance a little closer. And catch your foot with your opposite hand. Left arm up and over. Exhale, release. Come up to a low lunge position. 1 breath. Bring your heel closer to your butt cheek. With your opposite hand, catch your foot. Either stay here or foot to your armpit and backward bend. Exhale, release. 1 breath. Take your split position for 5 counts. Ball of the foot up, square your hips. We're going to continue transition to a wild thing. Inhale, 3-leg dog, 1 breath. Knee to the nose. Circle your knee, open up your hip to wild thing. So wild thing to reverse tabletop, wild thing to a wheel position. Wild thing land first. Wheel pose. Back and forth. And back to a 3-leg dog. Left leg up, chest, chin, or chin stand. Chin stand to scorpion. Tuck your toes under cobra. Chest, chin. Push back and take child pose. In this child position, place your triceps on the floor. Melt your heart. Hands in reverse prayer. Two more breaths. One more breath. We meet in child position. With the arms by your sides and with your knees together. We're going to take an upside down position. We're going to hold for 10 breaths. And then we're done for today. So we are warm for upside down positions with a backward bend. Either scorpion if you have handstand scorpion on your practice. Today I'm going to practice headstand with the scorpion legs. So it's your choice. If you need a wall for assistance, go ahead. Take one big breath, inhale. Take your upside down shape. Once you are there, open up your knees. Keep your big toes together. And take an arch. Don't go so deep. Especially some of you starting to take your upside down poses. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. For those of you practicing drop backs, you can continue with your scorpion and drop back to a wheel shape. If you're done, release. We meet in child pose. Make a fist, one on top of right hand or left hand, doesn't matter too much. And look to one side. Look to the other side. Exhale, center. And up, release. Go. As a counter after your practice, take Supta Konasana, sole of the feet together and arms overhead. Take some twisting positions if you know closing sequence. On my next video, I will post the closing sequence, the Ashtanga closing sequence, and also I will post on salutations. So you will have these two videos before my sequence, the flow sequence. You practice sun salutations, you practice this almost 30 minutes flow, and then closing sequence. Okay. For more tips, follow me on Instagram, and please text me anything you want to learn. So I would be happy to help you guys. Have a good day ahead. Thank you. Namaste.